The Monty and the Pharaoh Show is brought to you by...
Because wine is your second favorite four-letter word. California wine, New York attitude. Good fucking wine.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? The minute I saw Jay in there, I was like, oh, no.
My gut read said the same thing when it was those last three. When it was Jay, Logan, and John, I was like, yep, they're going to give it to Jay.
They're giving it to Jay.
Yeah,
all right.
I felt that way. Go ahead.
Charlotte Flair wins the Rumble. Thoughts on that?
Oh, boo. Boo! Why is she coming back and getting the title thing immediately, winning the Rumble? Boo! You know what? What a bunch of bullshit. She's a legendary professional wrestler who's given her body for this business and was out for 12 fucking months rehabbing to get back into the ring when she doesn't even need to at this point. Let's be honest, Mike. She doesn't need to. She's a fucking legend, okay? She comes back and she fucking wins. Yeah, she should have won. I thought it was the right decision. Piss off. You don't like it? Too bad. You know, she's Charlotte fucking Flair. Wake the fuck up. You know, I love when they decide careers are over. You know, because that's how I took that. You know, you want to start booing her and shit. Boo, boo, boo. Fuck Hogan and his legacy, too. Boo, boo, boo. I can't take it. It's like, what did they do? Kill somebody? It's wrestling. What the fuck? And thank goodness, Charlotte, as usual, is pinpoint on, and she's playing a heel and playing
the way I look at it is the fans are stupid when they say that, because guess what? Let's just throw it hypothetically. Roxanne Perez wins it.
Right.
Roxanne against Tiffany Stratton. Roxanne against Rhea Ripley. I don't know. That's not something I'm excited to see. But you give me Tiffany Stratton against Charlotte Flair, I'm there every day but Sunday.
Yeah. And by the way, Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton excites me a lot more than Gunther versus Jey Uso. Can I throw that in?
You sure can. It's your show.
I think I just did.
Here was the disappointment of the night to me, though, and I did not understand this. Okay.
Go ahead. All right.
First of all, I want to tell you, Dan and Benny from Dan and Benny in the Ring. Benny chose Jade Cargill to win the Rumble, and Jade Cargill did not even participate. But here's what I don't understand.
He's speculating. It's scripted. We don't have the script. Go on.
Here's the you got to know that she wasn't going to be in it.
I think if she had come in, would you have been like surprised? I wouldn't.
No. Well, this is what I'm going to say. No, to be fair to Benny, I thought she was going to be in it. And here's the thing. When are we going to close this story? Okay, so there's two things going on. Either she's really hurt or she just can't wrestle and they can't get her going, right? She sucks, right?
Right.
Because to me, if I was writing it, and even if Jade couldn't wrestle, okay?
Right.
Have Jade come in, clear the ring. It's Naomi and Bianca and Jade, and they hug, and then Naomi and Bianca throw her out of the ring.
Uh-huh.
Because that was the disappointing thing. The women... There was a bunch of them, and all of a sudden they all went out at the same time. And I was like, what? Talk about rushing something.
When Nia Jax came in and took 6 of them out in one
clip, and I just thought if you could have...
great.
I mean, are we going to agree that Bianca is turning heel?
I hope so. I think she'd be great at it. I think she should do it as soon as possible.
Her husband's turning heel, which we'll get into shortly.
By the way, all right, then I'll save it. I have a lot to say about.
Bring it on. Say it right now. Go ahead.
Montez Ford is one of the most underutilized secret weapons, and it has been for the last couple of years, in my opinion. He reeks of aura. He reeks of it. He has personality. And he's chiseled now, Mike. You've seen what kind of shape he's in. It's like, why are you wasting him? He's killer on the mic. He's funny as fuck.
Because you know what? Montez Ford.
Talk about not tapping into something.
Montez Ford is going, Jey Uso stole my spot.
I'll agree with that. And I bet you Montez Ford would have done it better. I'll go on record.
That's so unfair to say that, dude. You can't get any better than what's happening now.
No, you can't. You can't. Well, why not? Why can't you?
You're going to get 70,000 people. Did
Listen.
you watch Raw, the beginning of Raw? It was 8
Oh,
minutes.
they're insane.
They wouldn't even let this guy fucking talk.
We've had me on previous rants where it's like, hey, we get to go like this. You
Right.
know? I mean, I'm like, what the hell's going on?
And again, I want to make it clear, I am not a fan. I am not a fan of his at all.
It doesn't matter if we're not. He's over, Rover.
Right.
Let Jey Uso take over for now. The impact is not going to be like, Roman.
Montez Ford is going to fall. Montez Ford is going to fall into the hurt business category. He's going to fall into like Bobby.
He's not even there. He's just there.
He's going to be Shelton Benjamin. All this talent, all this look, all this glitter, and it's just not going to happen.
I don't even think he'll be Shelton Benjamin. I mean, he hasn't. Yeah. Shelton Benjamin actually accomplished a few things that could really go. I mean, whatever.
What'd you think of this match, the main event? Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes.
Loved it. I loved it. I thought it was great. It had an obvious outcome, but as far as what they do in the ring and the story they tell, it's Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens.
Do you think they should have gave the belt to Cody? I mean, to Kevin.
To Kevin? No. What were you doing that for? He's not going to win the belt. I mean, why would you do that? That makes no sense. Cody.
Well, let me ask you this: Monday Night Raw, Kevin comes out and he attacks Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
don't understand this at all. Again, It's stupid. Stupid.
What's there to understand? Kevin and Sami for fucking over a decade have had this love-hate, whatever. That to me is just like it's just a lazy go-to. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That is a lazy go. That's a good explanation. Lazy go-to. Got nothing for Kevin anymore. We're done with him, right? And where does Cody go from here, dude? Just whoever wins Elimination Chamber.
I think so. I think that's fair. Maybe that's where
who's winning Elimination Chamber.
Well, who's in it? I mean, I'm not up to date.
It's gonna be Seth, Roman, Cena,
Punk,
maybe Sami Zayn, Punk. How many people get in there? 5 or 6? I don't
know. I think 6. I'm not even sure.
So who's winning? If the guys you think are supposed to be in there, who's winning?
Logically, it should be Punk. I mean, Punk should have a world title shot in the main event, one way or the other.
So you want to see Punk? You want to see Punk Rhodes more than you want to see Cena Rhodes?
Yeah. I think that'd be a better story. To tell you the truth, they've walked similar paths. To tell you the truth. And there has been a seed dropped about it. You saw the promo.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that logically Punk should win and get that main event on one of those nights. And Jay will have the other night. And that makes perfect sense to me, if that's the way the route they're going. So, to me, yeah, Punk should win the Elimination Chamber. Kevin Owens is Kevin Owens. You can have him lose 1,000 times, but at this point, with his body of work, how damaged is Kevin Owens from any of this? There was no damage done here.
No, I mean, let me tell you something.
Kevin Owens
I was never a Kevin Owens guy. That's a guy who won me over. That guy gives you a good match no matter what and who his opponent is. I will say this. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, these guys are worth their weight in gold.
They are. And you know what? By the way, and this is thinking way in advance, okay? Jay beats Gunther. The seeds have already been planted. The friendship between Jay and Sami. Sami's never been world champion. Don't you see the doors that this opens? Now that Jay, we go from Roman, we go to Jay because he's in right now, and eventually Sami winds up with the belt and turns heel, and there's a feud, and blah, 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 blah. And Sami finally gets his world title, or maybe it's the other way. But one way or the other, all these seeds that are going to happen in the future are going to happen in the future. Sami Zayn eventually is going to be world champion. I can see it coming. He'll get that one thank you, Mike, for that awesome match he gave us with Johnny Knoxville. He'll get the thank you.
One of the great in my top 10 greatest WrestleMania matches.
And Kevin will have a final thank you too for like the Stone Cold for doing the programs with Jericho.
Isn't doing a match with Stone Cold the thank you?
It is the thank you. I mean, Kevin's already, like I said, Kevin is okay. Unlike Dolph, whose character got stale, There's the difference right there. That guy that we originally talked about that looked like the postman next door, Kevin Owens,
Right.
has more real factor. And that's what kept Kevin Owens all these years like never stale. Kevin Owens, there's something so brutally real about Kevin Owens. You buy into him. His gimmick is actually way more effective if you're going to put him in Never Never Land. Because let's face it, Mike, he's been put there. You know what I mean? And he makes everything they ask him to do work, and he never gets stale. And that's what happened to Ziggler, unfortunately, who's now what? Nick Nemeth and wherever he
I
is?
want to jump to the tag team match where on ESPN
Sure.
I told you I'll be sleeping during that.
Right.
That match,
Did you?
that was the worst fucking match. It was so bad. I'm sorry. I just thought it was bad.
Why is it checked off as genius?
It's not me that does that, dude.
Oh, so we have a ghostwriter.
We have a ghostwriter. I write it and then I run it through a system that cleans it up and then does some things, right? So this is not me. This is,
right.
Again, if DIY beats Motor City Machine Guns, that made all the sense in the world, right? Because Motor City Machine Guns go back to wherever you came from. No mic skills, nothing.
Not impressed, huh?
Not at all.
Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley do nothing for you. Huh?
You know what's scary? If you take all the belts that the Motor City Machine Guns won and then you put it against the Dudley Boys, Motor City Machine Guns, if you just go on belts, are the greatest tag team of all time.
Oh, Bob, bullshit.
They have more belts from more organizations than anybody does.
I'm well aware of that, and I still don't know.
Well, I'm not saying I agree with it either. All I'm saying is if you just go by that stat alone, they would be the greatest tag team of all time.
What, because they did it the most? Okay, whatever. This is scripted wrestling.
Dude, wait, see, but that's the thing. We always say scripted wrestling, and I say that.
Yankees
but hold on. When someone gives you their belt, usually in their federation, no matter what federation it is, they're saying that you're the one that's going to bring in the crowd that's going to make me the most money. Right? Yeah. That's the idea behind it. Yeah. So if a plethora of organizations have given them their title, their tag team title belt, that means they were considered the best tag team in that organization at that time, right?
Right. I'm following. Yeah.
I'm not saying they're the greatest tag team.
And who are the organizations, and what was the draw?
I don't know, dude. You're mistaking me for a wrestling fan right now.
Right. Well, the wrestling fans out there should know that the draw.
You're mistaking me for a wrestling nerd.
Yeah, they should know that the draw of an Usos or even back in the day of Demolition is not the draw of the Motor City Machine Guns. So that's the end of that. I don't care how many belts you won in how many other places. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is overall impact in the biggest scene of them all. And nowadays, it's known as the WWE.
Sean Ellis says the Royal Rumble was perfect, except having retired legends returning to the WWE. Women's Royal Rumble sucked, as Nikki Bella and Trish Stratus and Natalya Neidhart being in. So I'm going to respond to that. Yes, Sean could have done without Natalya.
Okay.
Love Trish Stratus. Can never think is wrong. And again,
right.
Totally get the Nikki Bella hate, but I honestly love Nikki Bella. Love Nikki Bella. Would I rather have seen Becky Lynch? Yes. Would I have rather have seen Jane Cargill? Yes. Right. Jimmy, what are your thoughts on Mr. Ellis's comments?
Well, he's got one reasonable one, and the other ones, Trish Stratus was what? You don't know your history? Obviously, I would tend to think you do. Trish Stratus still looks great, and if you had told me like a year ago that she'd be exchanging moves with Nia Jax, I'd say you're fucking insane. So I was happy to see that. Trish is obviously still what's the term, Mike? Serviceable? She's beyond serviceable. She still gets it. She
still gets it done.
She's Trish Stratus.
Biggest pop of the night, though, for the women. Definitely our girl Alexa Bliss, which was very surprising for me.
Right. Well,
B40 says Owen needs to go to the gym. His stomach is pushing his shirt out 10 feet. Oh, yeah, and small arms and short and fat. Well, he's got a stomach like me, B40. So, I got to say that I totally get that comment.
And his small package pile driver is like one of the most devastating things in WWE. But go on.
The president says
what's up, B40?
Edge should have changed his name to Ledge or Cliff.
What? Why would they?
Edge. Come on, dude.
I got
Edge,
it.
Ledge,
I got it. You
Cliff.
don't have to explain it. I'm like,
Who are you,
what?
fucking Conan now? Come on,
Oh
buddy.
my God. No, dude, I was there the whole time. I'm like, why is he jumping? I guess, not a fan
B40,
of
I
Edge.
hate today's fan crying. What about the young talent? This is true.
Yeah.
That is a little bit annoying.
Yeah. That's fair.
You see what other comments I got? We haven't done the comments in a while, buddy, so it's a good time to do it. Smart people in the room today.
Sure. Mr. President already helped us out earlier.
Let me see. Got anything good here? Keep it going, Jimmy. Keep it going. Okay, keep
Keep
talking.
it going. I can't even see what's on the screen. Keep it going.
Let's see
What,
this.
you want me to come?
Matt Karcher, Ford isn't as over as Uso. LA Knight's spot was stolen by Uso.
Well,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
but LA Knight couldn't hold the spot. He's no good. And I got to be honest.
He didn't get a chance to run with the ball. The bookie took it off him.
I'm going to tell you the problem with LA Knight. I think he's getting punished because every time things don't go his way, he's going to lose before he gets in the ring. The way he walks up, his total attitude is different when he's got to do the job.
Yeah, he's probably not too happy in backstage. I'm sure something must be going on. I wouldn't be surprised.
B40's on fire today. Owens versus Cody equals Daffy Duck versus Fozzie Bear.
Versus Fozzie Bear? Who's Daffy Duck? Well, Daffy Duck, I'm assuming, would be Cody, I guess. Fozzie Bear? It's an interesting combo.
Jay Will, Billy Gunn puts the work in. Impressive work for a man. Dude, Billy Gunn is a fucking beast, dude.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Nothing like HGH. HGH can do the world for you.
He's like a statue, pretty much. He's chiseled.
Let me see what Maria Davis is saying.
He's an ass man, Mike. Billy Gunn.
Oh, wait a minute. Phil has something to say. Lash Legend for Women's Rumble and a surprise entrant. Lash LaRue for the men. Lash LaRue. It's funny, Jimmy. You want to have Lash LaRue on the show? He wants to come on. What are you thinking? It's funny Phil brings it up. Lash LaRue.
I remember Lash. He wasn't friends with Kevin Nash. Otherwise, he would have gotten some
All right, so can I share a secret with you on this?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was contacted from Lash LaRue, and I thought it was Lash. I thought it was Lash Legend. So I'm like, hell yeah! And then I'm like, send me some pictures, and he sends pictures. I'm like, oh no. But I'm like, I fucked up.